Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we are here at the IngenuityFest, and we're here with James Krouse, Director of Programming. James, congratulations. We got Paula Grooms over here as well. How are you guys doing tonight?
An hour of sleep.
Yeah, I'll bet. You know, congratulations on the move over here to the lakefront. We got a beautiful sunset back here.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous.
It's right where you want to be. What's the reaction are you getting? I know it's only been a few minutes, really. You've been open here, but what are people saying about the location?
Well, people really like the location. They like being out here on the lake. I think that they're enjoying the restaurants out here. They're just enjoying the ambiance. And I think inside the programming and just the transformation of these warehouses.
Yeah.
I think that that's something that it just kind of amazes people when they walk inside and they see a whole different world in there.
It's quite unexpected. You got a huge stage out here behind you for Squonk Opera, of course.
That's right.
And just an unbelievable setup for your restaurants here. I mean, this has got to be the place to be. Right. On a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday.
Absolutely.
Right on the lake, huh?
Well, yeah, we worked with, obviously Hodges right here to create a pop-up restaurant. We wanted to bring some different level of dining into the festival. We still have the funnel cakes. We still have that kind of food. Everyone loves that. Food. We also worked with a team called Beautiful City to create these landscaped areas that just transform like a little piece of the lakefront, give people a little space to hang out, and just we can't really transform this whole area, but if we can do it 10 by 10 at a time, I think we'll have done something here.
Let's look inside this Dock 32 here. You're in the two warehouses, really. I'll follow you in.
That's right.
And talk about how you worked with the artists to sort of get their art and their installations, and you've got a speaker series.
That's right.
You've got performance, you've got sculpture. It's just incredible.
Well, inside here you've got, we really wanted to open up to the whole maker movement, which was something that, it's something that's new. It's a whole DIY kind of movement, and it's really, people who maybe don't identify themselves as artists, but they're inventors, they're creative, they kind of embody what Ingenuity is all about.
You've got entrepreneurs here, you've got people changing the food scene, you got a whole panel series on food.
That's right. Yeah, this was something that was really important to us. We wanted to create a space where people could just discuss ideas. So we have a whole series on food, local food movement that Janita McGowan put together from the Mayor's Office on Sustainability. Tomorrow we're going to have a whole series on aerospace called Feeding Flight that's going to kind of trace innovation from the Wright brothers all the way up to the Mars missions. And it's really just kind of a place to just hear the innovation that's right here in Cleveland and hear it in a different venue that you wouldn't normally hear it.
So this is sort of continuing on the theme of art and technology, but it's really driving into innovation, isn't that?
That's right. I mean, I think that one of the things that we've kind of looked at is you can look at art and technology, but what happens in that space where people meet technology? What happens in that area, for good or for bad? What has happened over history? What's happening today? And I think that that's really kind of what we're exploring here. So it's really an evolution of the idea of art and technology.
How are you seeing things change? It's been a couple of years now you've been involved with the artists that are coming to you with projects. What is changing? Are you getting more entrepreneurs, more business people, essentially?
You do. You do get more entrepreneurs. There's actually two guys here who have a robotic beer dispenser. You can scan with your iPhone, and you get a perfectly poured pint of beer. Those guys, they want to be popular. Yeah, they want to take that idea and they want to take it into bars and restaurants. And we're happy to highlight it here in a fun, festive atmosphere. So you're absolutely right. There are more entrepreneurs that are starting to come our way.
How are the audiences? Are people finding it? Are you getting a lot of questions? Because obviously when you move, there's a challenge.
Sure.
But the folks that are here, I'm finding they're all coming up going, this is incredible. We sort of missed the bridge, obviously. However, they get here and they're like, wow.
Right. This is one of the most hidden areas in Cleveland. I mean, it's right here on the lake.
Right.
It's right behind Brown Stadium, the Great Lakes Science Center, and the Rock Hall, but it's literally hidden behind these two warehouses. And when you come to the other side, you're in this completely different world, and you can look back on the skyline of Cleveland, you're kind of looking up at it, and then you can turn around and there's this big, beautiful lake behind you, and it's just gorgeous.
Come out here to the lake for a second and talk about what happens when you bring people right to the lakefront, when you show them a space that hasn't been used,
Right.
I guess it hasn't been used for the public. It's all privately owned. This is the story of Cleveland.
Yeah, well, I mean, this land is owned by the city of Cleveland, but I wouldn't necessarily call it a public land. There's not a lot of public access.
No.
I think that when people think about the lake, they think, well, let's figure out what we can do in the lake. And that's certainly important, but a lot of the events that we've had have focused on, okay, what is in the lake? And what we're really focused on is like, how are we just out next to the water? What is it? How does being next to this openness feed us and inspire us? You know, and really when you kind of look out there, you really think, wow, anything is possible. And I think that is like a big part of ingenuity. That you can go inside a warehouse, you can see invention, and then you can come outside and you can look out across this big expanse and be inspired by it. And people have been inspired by water for centuries, and we're just opening it up.
You know, the time is right. I think it was very auspicious for you to move down here to the lakefront. I think what people are going to do is they're going to see this and they're going to start demanding access to places like this. So good for you guys.
I hope so.
Good luck this weekend. We'll get this posted quick.
Great.
I know you're on very little sleep, James, and you got 1,000,001 things to do. Thanks for taking time to talk with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.